Friday morning, 26th, I think, of January, somewhere in there. We got deer tracks all through the yard, as you can see. I believe there was one in our garden too, bedding down. I'll take you over and show you that. But that's why we keep a fence up. We got, I don't know how much snow we have, but it's hard to walk. It's actually going down inside my muck boots. And they're pretty freaking tall. Can't say for sure it was a deer in the garden, but actually I almost can. So yeah, it ran all over the place inside the garden fence. I don't have the electric turned on right now because it's wintertime. We ain't got nothing growing in there, but it was definitely a deer. You can see tracks everywhere around the apple trees. I'm just not sure how they would have jumped over the fence, because it didn't take the wire down and the trees kind of in the way. I'm not sure how that would have worked, but you can see where they were at. And I'm sure that's what it was deer. I don't know what else would have been, but it's pretty freaking deep. That's for dang sure. Deeper than I want to walk through. Yeah, it was down here all over the place. Down in this garden, or else is in a garden bed. This is just a flower bed. But there's deer tracks everywhere. That's why we have electric fence around all of our gardens. Without that, we wouldn't be able to grow much. I just wanted to see what that was for sure. I assumed it was a deer. And actually, we have some yuccas. That's kind of goofy, if you can see that or not. There's yuccas there and one there. There's one down there. And it had to have been deer. It's so much snow, there's nothing for them to eat. They actually ate the tops out of them yucca plants. That's insane. I never would have thought they'd do that. I'll take you up here and show you a little closer if I can get there without getting buried in the snow. Need snowshoes in a place like this. Look at that. That's pure crazy. We've had them yuccas for years and never had no deer issues with them ever. I guess that's because there's so much snow, there's nothing for them to eat. The rant that I have is political. It is what it is. You all can like it or not. I don't care either way, truthfully. People that follow me probably knows how I feel. I fly an American flag in the summertime. I live in the country and I work for a construction company, so you can figure out which way I lean politically. But that all being said, I don't think there's a whole lot of difference between any of them. Politicians, that is. I think they're all the same. I'm conservative, but I'm not sure we have a conservative party at all, honestly. I think what used to be the Democrats are now communism, straight up. You don't have to like that, I don't care. But you can't tell me Biden and Obama and all them idiots aren't communists. The first time Trump ran, I didn't plan to vote for him. I wanted to vote for Ted Cruz, but I was a registered libertarian. I had no say in the election up until it was time for the election. That being said, I had no choice really but to vote for Trump. Then he did a lot of good. I definitely can't say he didn't. He did do a lot of good. Better than what Hillary would have done, or Billary, however you want to call her. That's your choice. So he did all right, but at the same time, yeah, he did a good job. But he's also the one that put in Operation Warp Speed, and we all know what that created. It created a bunch of sickness and death in our youth and elderly. I'm not going to say much more because I know this will get flagged if I say what I truly think, and everybody can read between lines. They know what that is. And I seen a thing not too long ago, just the other day actually, that the people that, I won't say, you can look it up, but 95% of those that are no longer with us, that had the sweet and sour sniffles, had the jab. Y'all can say what you want. It doesn't matter a whole lot. You can say what you want to say. You can think what you want to think. If there wasn't something to that, why did Biden pardon Fauci? You can think what you want. My complaint, my biggest complaint is stuff like that right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. See that streak? You can think what you want about that streak. I can tell you right now what that is. That's our freaking idiotic government poisoning our earth. That's what that is. I don't care if you believe that or not. You can look it up, do your own research. And there's another one over there, another one over there, another one back there. They're every freaking place. Anyhow, I shouldn't rant about that. That's not what I came on here for. My rant and complaint is that, and it doesn't matter what president it is, they all do it. The first thing they do when they get in office is sign a bunch of freaking executive orders, thinking they're king or God or whatever they think they are. Undo everything the last president did. Don't get me wrong, I want to find out who killed Kennedy too, which we all know was the CIA. We already knew that. And you don't have to agree with that either, but there's something to it, or they wouldn't have had to sign executive orders to prove who did do it. And I like the idea of getting out of the World Health Organization. That's a definite plus. And to be honest, everyone, sorry, didn't mean to have you turn. Everyone that I read that he signed so far, I totally do agree with. Should be the way that he made it. My complaint is, my biggest complaint about that whole thing is that in 4 years, or 8 years, or 12 years, or whenever one of the communism party gets put back in, they're going to undo everything he just did. That stuff needs to go through Congress. And a lot of that stuff shouldn't need to go through Congress. The Supreme Court, the court should decide a lot of that stuff of what he's just signed. Because they're not really laws. They're just statements, basically. But this executive order stuff's BS. I'm sorry. You may not agree with what I'm saying. But there's nothing right about it. Not one single thing. We didn't vote in a king. We voted in a president that has the channels to go through. Plain and simple. You don't have to like that. That's what happened. This snow's pretty deep too, by the way. It's hard to walk. I always need snowshoes. I don't got none of these muck boots. And also everybody complains about, everybody that I know complains about term limits. Just so y'all know, last I checked, we have term limits. Every 2 years, you can vote out your representative. Every 6 years, you can vote out your senator. You choose not to, so you choose not to have term limits. I'll tell you something else. They're not ever going to vote themselves out of office. Not one damn one of them. They're never going to do it. And then, I never seen it personally, but the other day at work, there was a fellow talking about Trump trying to, I don't know if he was trying to or somebody was trying to get where he could run again. Because he was president 4 years, and in his 2 consecutive terms, not just 2 terms, blah, blah. I call BS on that. The people that's praising that, if Clinton, which wasn't a bad president, he's changed a lot over the years. If Clinton, Biden, which was a total piece of BS, that guy there couldn't even wipe his own butt, or Obama, which is the one that truly destroyed our country, made it to what it is right now. He's the one that put all the hate here. You don't have to like that, but that's a fact. You can look it up. I don't care. I've been around here long enough to know that he's the one that stirred the crap with the inside. But in order to conquer, you got to divide. He started all that. Just him and only him. Well, him and all his minions. So, just words to think about. Sorry for the rant. I just need to get all that off my chest. I try not to get political in here. Sorry I'm out of wind, but there's a good bit of snow, and I'd like to get a little bit of steps in today. I ain't got to walk for a while. Been too much snow on the ground and too cold. And right now it's not too terribly bad out as far as cold goes. I just got a hoodie on, no coat. It's been in a while. So, y'all think about that, what I just said. I got a lot more stuff in my brain that I like to get out, but I hate to because I don't like bringing politics into something that on a farming channel, because I don't want to get flagged and everybody not see this. But if you liked if you like this, great. I thank you. Like it, share it. Let me know your thoughts, because I'm curious what your true thoughts are. And on that note, I'm going to go away with some chicken music. That big old rooster ain't even got him jump. He just gets it. That's too funny. That's snow on my boot there, ding dong. You sure about all that? That rooster right there is mean. He shouldn't let his hens eat first. That's the only rooster we've ever had that didn't do that.